There is a strange law that governs human attraction, and most people never realize it exists. Human beings desire what feels rare. They chase what seems difficult to obtain. They value what is limited, and they often overlook what is constantly available. Think about almost anything in life. A product becomes more desirable when there are only a few left. An opportunity becomes more exciting when not everyone can have it. Even places become more attractive when access is limited. Scarcity creates value. And this same principle quietly operates in human relationships. Many people spend their lives trying to gain attention by becoming more available. They answer every message immediately. They always say yes. They constantly check if people are thinking about them. They make themselves emotionally accessible to everyone. Then they wonder why they are not appreciated. The answer is simple. When something is always available, the mind slowly stops valuing it. This does not mean people are cruel. It is simply human psychology. The things that require effort often feel more valuable than the things that come easily. This is why constantly chasing people often decreases your attractiveness, because chasing communicates something without words. It says, I need your attention. It says, my happiness depends on your response. And neediness rarely creates attraction. Confidence does. There is something incredibly attractive about a person who is comfortable with themselves. Someone who does not desperately seek validation. Someone who has their own life, their own purpose, and their own direction. People notice this immediately because emotional independence is rare. Most people depend heavily on other people's opinions. They need approval to feel valuable. They need constant reassurance to feel secure. But when they meet someone who seems completely comfortable being alone, something happens inside them. Curiosity begins. Who is this person? Why do they seem so calm? Why are they not trying to impress anyone? Why do they seem complete without needing attention? Curiosity is powerful, and curiosity often becomes attraction. This is why ignoring people in the right way can make you more attractive. Not because you are playing games, not because you are punishing anyone, but because you are no longer making other people the center of your world. You are living your own life. And there is something deeply magnetic about a person who values their own time and energy. Think about the people who leave strong impressions on others. They are rarely the ones begging for attention. They are rarely the loudest people in the room. Instead, they possess a quiet sense of value. Their attention feels earned. Their time feels important. Their presence feels meaningful. Why? Because they are not giving it away desperately. Scarcity creates importance. Unfortunately, many people destroy their own value by becoming too available. They reveal everything about themselves immediately. They constantly seek connection. They chase every opportunity to be noticed. And by doing this, they remove all mystery. The human mind loves mystery. It is fascinated by what it cannot completely understand. When people can predict everything about you, they often stop thinking about you. But when there is a sense of mystery, the mind remains interested. It keeps asking questions. It keeps wondering, and wonder creates attraction. This does not mean becoming cold or distant. It means developing a life that does not revolve around gaining attention. It means understanding that your value does not come from how many people notice you. Your value comes from who you are, your purpose, your self-respect, your inner confidence. The moment you stop desperately trying to be seen, something interesting happens. People begin seeing you because the person who values their own time appears valuable. The person who does not chase attention appears confident. And confidence is one of the most attractive qualities a human being can possess. The paradox is beautiful. The more you chase people, the more they often pull away. The more comfortable you become with yourself, the more people become curious about you, because people are naturally drawn toward things that feel rare, valuable, and difficult to possess. And once you understand this principle of scarcity, you begin discovering another powerful truth. The person who needs less attention often holds far more power than the person who constantly seeks it. Once you understand that scarcity creates value, you begin noticing another truth that is even more powerful. The person who needs less attention often holds more power. This is one of the oldest laws of human behavior. In every relationship, in every friendship, and even in attraction, the person who is least dependent on validation usually has the strongest presence. Why? Because dependence creates weakness. The moment your happiness depends entirely on someone else's attention, you begin giving away your power. You start overthinking. You wait for messages. You seek reassurance. You worry about what people think of you. And without realizing it, your emotional state becomes controlled by others. People can sense this. Human beings are incredibly sensitive to emotional energy. They can feel when someone desperately needs approval. They can feel when someone is trying too hard to be liked. And strangely enough, this often makes that person less attractive because desperation creates pressure. Neediness creates discomfort. No one wants to feel responsible for someone else's sense of worth. Now think about the opposite. Imagine someone who enjoys your company but does not depend on it. Someone who values relationships but is perfectly comfortable being alone. Someone who appreciates attention but does not need it to feel complete. There is something deeply attractive about such a person. Why? Because they radiate freedom, and freedom is powerful. A person who does not desperately seek validation appears confident. They appear calm. They appear secure. And security is magnetic. This is why people often become more attractive when they stop chasing attention. They stop forcing conversations. They stop trying to impress everyone. They stop begging to be noticed. And suddenly, people begin noticing them because confidence naturally attracts attention. The truth is that the less you need from others emotionally, the more relaxed and authentic you become. You speak differently. You carry yourself differently. You no longer fear rejection because your identity is not built on other people's approval. This changes everything because people are drawn toward those who seem comfortable in their own skin. The irony of life is that many people spend years trying to become attractive by seeking more attention, but often attraction grows when you need less attention. Think about the people who leave strong impressions on others. Many of them are not constantly demanding to be seen. They are not desperate to be accepted. They simply have a life that is meaningful to them. They have goals, purpose, interests, a sense of identity that exists independently of other people's opinions. This independence creates power because when you are not dependent on external validation, you become difficult to control. You stop making decisions based on fear of rejection. You stop changing yourself to please everyone. You stop chasing people who do not value you, and this emotional freedom becomes incredibly attractive. There is another reason why needing less attention creates power. People naturally respect those who respect themselves. If you are constantly giving away your time and energy just to gain approval, others unconsciously begin to value your attention less. But when you value your own time, others begin valuing it too. This is why boundaries are attractive. This is why self-respect is attractive. This is why emotional independence is attractive, because all of these things communicate one message: I enjoy connection, but I do not depend on it. And that message is powerful. The person who can walk away from unnecessary validation possesses a quiet strength that many people admire. They are not cold. They are not arrogant. They simply understand that their worth is not determined by how much attention they receive. And this inner security changes the way people respond to them, because people are often drawn to those who seem complete on their own. The less you need attention, the more valuable your attention becomes. The less you seek approval, the more your approval matters. The less you chase people, the more curious they become about you. This is one of the great paradoxes of human psychology. And once you stop needing constant attention, something fascinating begins to happen. Distance starts revealing who genuinely values your presence and who only appreciated you when you were always available to them. Once you stop needing constant attention and become comfortable with your own company, something very interesting begins to happen. Distance starts telling the truth, because one of the most powerful things about ignoring people is that it reveals who genuinely values your presence. Most people never discover this because they are always available. They always call first. They always send the first message. They always keep the relationship alive. And because they never step back, they never learn an important lesson. Who would still choose them if they stopped chasing? Distance creates clarity. When your attention is no longer constantly available, people begin revealing their real feelings. Some people move closer. Some people begin appreciating you more. Some suddenly realize your value. And others quietly disappear. This is not a bad thing. It is information because not everyone values you. Some people only value what you provide, your attention, your energy, your support, your availability. And the moment these things are no longer freely available, their interest fades. That tells you something important. They did not miss you. They missed what you gave them. This is why temporary distance can be incredibly revealing. It removes illusions, it removes assumptions, and it forces people to show their true priorities. Think about how many relationships survive only because one person keeps chasing, one person keeps initiating, one person keeps making the effort. The moment they stop, everything falls apart. Painful as it may be, that collapse reveals the truth because genuine relationships do not depend entirely on one person's effort. Real connection moves in both directions. Mutual care creates mutual effort. Mutual respect creates mutual attention. If you disappear for a while and someone genuinely values you, they notice. They wonder where you are. They reach out. They make an effort because your presence matters to them. But if your absence changes nothing, then perhaps your presence was never as important as you believed. This lesson can be difficult. Many people avoid it because they fear discovering the truth. They would rather continue chasing than face the possibility that some relationships are one-sided. But truth, even painful truth, is freedom. Because once you know who truly values you, you stop wasting your energy trying to earn affection from people who were never fully invested. This is why ignoring people can become a powerful test, not a manipulative game, not a punishment, a test. A test that quietly asks, who comes looking for me when I stop giving so much of myself away? Who notices my absence? Who values me beyond what I provide? Human beings often take things for granted when they are constantly available. This includes people. Sometimes someone does not realize your importance until they experience your absence. Your silence creates space. And in that space, people begin to understand your value. This is one of the strange paradoxes of attraction. Sometimes your absence speaks louder than your presence. Sometimes stepping back reveals more than stepping forward ever could. Because people often understand the value of something only after it is no longer constantly in front of them. Again, this is not about becoming cold or playing games. It is about refusing to force connections. It is about allowing relationships to reveal themselves naturally. The people who care will move closer. The people who only wanted convenience will drift away. And both outcomes are valuable because clarity protects your peace. The truth is that many people are exhausted because they spend years chasing relationships that would never chase them back. They give more and more of themselves, hoping for appreciation. But appreciation cannot be forced. Value cannot be demanded. Real connection happens naturally. Distance simply reveals whether it exists. And once you begin understanding who genuinely values your presence, another fascinating thing starts happening. People become curious about you. They begin wondering about you because mystery has entered the relationship, and mystery is one of the most powerful forces in human attraction. After distance reveals who truly values your presence, something even more powerful begins to happen. You become mysterious. And mystery has an incredible effect on the human mind. It is about allowing relationships to reveal themselves naturally. The people who care will move closer. The people who only wanted convenience will drift away. And both outcomes are valuable because clarity protects your peace. The truth is that many people are exhausted because they spend years chasing relationships that would never chase them back. They give more and more of themselves, hoping for appreciation. But appreciation cannot be forced. Value cannot be demanded. Real connection happens naturally. distance simply reveals whether it exists. And once you begin understanding who genuinely values your presence, another fascinating thing starts happening. People become curious about you. They begin wondering about you because mystery has entered the relationship, and mystery is one of the most powerful forces in human attraction. After distance reveals who truly values your presence, something even more powerful begins to happen. You become mysterious. And mystery has an incredible effect on the human mind.